Hello and welcome to Virtually Unfiltered. I am Prajwal.
I'm Kaveri.
And today we are going to talk about how we always say, do not judge a book by its cover, but within next 3 seconds, we judge by its color, we judge by its design, we judge everything about the book. So this episode is all about how we have this bias within ourselves for the beautiful people. How I am suffering because of my beauty with the world.
No, the privileges that he has because of his beauty, you should say.
Yeah. In my Delulu land, where I get the privileges because of my beauty. So we are basically talking about the whole pretty privilege topic. So we have tried shooting this before. Again, we shot it without the recording, so I don't know how we exactly achieved that feat. We are not really sure, but we are back at it again. Yes. So basically, we have some hatredness towards some pretty people who are having it easy in the world.
Yes.
So that we could start with this whole Instagram thing. How just because of the prettiness they are getting the views. Even after hard work, with so much of hard work, we are not getting the views. So
some people literally throw bottles and are like going viral. What the fuck?
No, that I think that has not to do with the privilege. But
that also,
I feel some beautiful people come and post like this, and all. They get views. We are not getting. So okay.
We'll also try
before we start. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they will throw bottle at us when we try these things. Okay. What comes to your mind when we say pretty privilege? What's the first thought you get when you say pretty privilege?
I think, there are many scenarios where people actually are able to. There are two things that firstly come to mind. Pretty means also being confident in life to achieve whatever they want, not necessarily in just existing. And because of that,
this is like a Bhagavantan answer. Give real proper answer.
Because they believe that they're pretty. They actually become confident in life.
Who are these people? Who are these people? I want to meet these people who feel pretty about themselves.
Oh please!
No,
have you not met those kind of people?
Delusional people you are calling. Oh, okay.
No.
So somebody who is pretty, actually being pretty versus you feel pretty and being confident. I'm saying the second scenario.
No. In general, because some people are told that they're pretty, like by multiple people.
Then
they get a sense of confidence. So because of that confidence helps in their life, and at the same time, because of their looks, sadly the bias works in their favor, and I think they go further in life because of that. Like I think last time we were also talking, right, whether it's interviews and whether it is like, sometimes I've even noticed this about happening even in Viva in schools. They're given easier questions, and even if you're rude, it's okay because you're pretty, and if they're a mean person, it's okay if you're pretty.
Correct.
All these come to mind.
So for me, pretty privileges, the definition is somebody who get the privileges for being pretty. So I'm just separating the title and actually saying that. But also but when I say privileges also, I mean to a certain extent the bias what the other people have.
Yes.
It's not just them, right? Like it's the bias. So to emphasize more on this, let's do a small experiment.
Okay.
I'll give you some scenarios and you have to tell what do you think of it, and you have to be honest.
Okay.
We can't really be politically or socially correct here. We have to be a little honest. Okay. A very good looking person walks into a meeting. What's your first thought?
I personally think they'll kill the meeting and they know what they're doing.
Correct.
Yeah.
No, I feel, this person was born to be in this meeting. Look at the face. Look at
especially when you said that, right? I was expecting a man wearing a suit, and very tall and, with a briefcase. Yeah. See,
And also when he walks in,
yeah.
and also when he walks in and say, excuse me, everybody will stop and look at him and like, oh my God, the person has come. The person who will lead us into this new development, new future is the person. So yes, that's our first thought.
Yes.
Someone average looking but very confident. First assumption.
I think I would still say, like, in what scenario though?
No, consider somebody coming into a meeting only. Let's have that meeting as a common base.
Okay.
Where, you have the not great looking but confident.
I think I would still think the same about them because they're confident. Again, sometimes I might think that confidence is arrogance, which I wouldn't have thought.
Correct. So that is one thing for me where I feel the person is very arrogant.
Yeah.
Oh, look at him. For his face, this is too much arrogance is what like unnaturally that comes in your mind, right? Like that is a thought.
Yeah.
And second also I feel like, then he has to be very hardworking. This is not the same thing which has come for the first person for me.
You are just like that leader in the first
actually
scenario.
Average.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry, my mother is one. We'll take a small break. Okay. The next scenario: a poorly dressed person asks for help.
I would sympathize.
Okay. Color is a little politically correct, which I told. I think I will judge.
Why though?
Okay. Has he taken his bath? So that is the first thought which comes in my mind. I'm being honest.
At work though?
No, I think beyond work.
Okay.
Poorly dressed person asking for help. No, I think I think we putting the base as office, then definitely. But what I'm saying is on the street somebody comes
Even
and asks you for
street,
help.
I think I would. What kind of help though?
ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಕಾವೇರಿ. You have to imagine the worst in your head and answer. But okay.
No, but I
you
think
would be somebody who would not.
I would really sympathize. I would be like, okay, maybe they're really struggling in life that way.
No, I'll also change my answer. I will also really sympathize with them, Papa. They are really going through tough times. Swiftly moving on before I get cancelled. An attractive person makes a small mistake.
I would forgive. I've done that enough times. You know that.
I was like, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಪಾಪ ಅವ್ರ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಲಿ ಅವರೇ ಕಳೆದೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೇನೋ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಆಯ್ತೇನೋ. And an unattractive person makes the same mistake. I'll be honest, I'll actually judge saying, ಇಷ್ಟು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ವಾ, ಇಷ್ಟು ಬರಲ್ವಾ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ. I was like, yeah, there will be, yes. So the
I feel too guilty to speak this out loud though,
yeah. So the whole point of this sentence is, makes us realize
how much
we actually give the privilege and the bias what we have with respect to all these scenarios, all these people, and like somebody who is pretty, how easy. I think, do you think, obviously that's not, it's kind of a rhetorical question where being pretty, I don't think so we should be hating on them because they are pretty.
Exactly.
I think we always hate on them because
ourselves
they get
for giving them the privilege.
Yes. So do you have this experiences in life where, what are your close encounters? Have you ever gotten a pretty privilege? Were you part of on the receiving end and also at the you were the one who provided that to people?
Yes to both. I think the first scenario is very, very little. But in college a little bit, I think the professors loved me, and I think I've had worse experiences because of, I don't know if it is pretty privilege, I'm assuming, but I think it was not a privilege, it was a underprivileged, what do you call it, opposite to privilege, but that's a story for another day. So I don't think it's like a proper pretty privilege, but I think small things. One small scenario. I don't know why I got that or not, if it is because of pretty privilege or not. But so in school, I have to bring this up. In school, we had this thing where we used to wear, like, we had that shirt and skirt. Right, that was the uniform in 8th to 10th. This was in that time frame. And there was one sir. Okay, he was a really amazing teacher, and he was really a nice person. But so this incident happened where first of all, in school we are not supposed to wear our skirts or pants as low waist. That's like a rule. So I used to kind of wear it towards the low waist, but not exactly. Okay, so I don't know how to explain, but it was not like obvious that I'm wearing low waist. But if you ask me, I was wearing a low waist skirt, in my opinion. Okay, and this professor, he was teacher, he was very, very strict. And one day he called me to the cabin. I don't know for what. I thought, because I'm wearing low waist skirt, he has noticed or something, and he's calling me to scold me or something, because that was happening to multiple people in the class. I noticed this. And I don't know, out of nowhere he called me. I was freaking the fuck out. I was like, God. And then he took me back to class, and he's like, learn from her. You should wear like her.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah. So in my mind, I was like, I am wearing a low waist skirt. Why am I not being scolded? Like, that was a thought that came to me that time. So maybe this is my incident of pretty privilege, maybe. But yeah, sometimes I think in school and all, I would say after I switched schools from 8th to 10th, little bit it might have worked with the teachers, where they used to let me look after the class, make me the class leader, all the small things. But yeah, I would say that is the privilege that I got. But I think giving the pretty privilege to other people, of course, there's one person who I'm annoyed with, and I've given him enough privilege also. But now I've realized, okay, some pretty people know they're pretty and they know how to take advantage, and you should stop letting them take advantage of you. So I've learned my lesson.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't remember getting it might sound very condescending on myself. I have never remembered me getting any pretty privilege, but I have seen some people a little
getting it.
At least I think with respect to me, I think some people, not to boost around myself, are all little off my personality. So that I feel also, I think it has to, like, people are, I can't be like you.
Okay.
I think there has been that kind of I think that would have led to some kind of benefits I'm getting with some people, but that's not very common. But for me, I think, yes, there is one straightforward pretty privilege what you get, like where somebody is absolutely pretty, but for me, I also feel that links to confidence also.
Yes.
So because I feel like a girl getting a pretty privilege from boys is very common. Boys, not telling anything low about the girls, but when I was talking to in general boys, they say they have very low standards, so they give in general pretty privilege to opposite gender always.
That's the problem they have. Yeah.
But I've seen that coming for the same gender also. Boys, like men getting the pretty privilege, that's when happen where somebody is good looking, they're always assumed to be confident. And I also feel they're always assumed to be a little smarter. That's not the case. I think that's not how, at least what I have seen, not all the time. I think, we can't say that that's not the case also, because prettiness has nothing to do with the brain.
Yeah.
With pretty, you could be smart. With pretty, you could be dumb also.
Yeah.
So it can go. That has nothing to do with the whole thing. But I think people assume that, the good looking people are the smartest people. And also they always want to associate it with them. So they always want to be in the group of like that person, or because once you are smart, once you are pretty, that you become like famous and you want to be with the famous people all the time. So I have encountered, and that person who I always use the example, he knows. I always says that you know that you are pretty. He says he never knows that. But I think for me that was something which I have encountered during college days, where we formed the group very new. I was very new. They had like little, they were a group before me also when they joined. So the so-called person X, I don't want to name him Papa. He's like very good friend of mine. So he used to control the decisions for the group. Now when I think about it, I don't really think he intended to do that, but he enjoyed that he could do that.
Yeah.
So it was not like he really wanted to do that. So for me, one moment where I realized that happening was we all planned to go for a movie. So everybody was ready, yeah, let's go and all. Then the pretty person cancelled the movie. Everybody else also said no, they also didn't want to go. That's when I realized, what nonsense. I was ready in my home with pant shirt and all, I was ready. So that's when I realized. So I think it'll be too naive to say that I have not realized it before that, but I feel I had realized
that was like a proof.
Correct. I feel like their words are taken much like they will have a lot more weightage when they say certain things.
Yeah. No, in fact, I think coming to that a pretty person being smart. In that scenario, I think last time when we recorded, I couldn't put this properly, but I think a pretty person is always considered to be street smart. And there's a hard worker and a smart worker. They always consider the pretty person to be a smart worker and the person who's not very good looking to be a hard worker. So that's where, even if you see in movies, they kind of show there's a person who is sadly they want to make them look as ugly as possible, and they want to show them being the person who's bullied, and they are the person who is a nerd, and there's always a pretty person or a bunch of pretty people who are bullying that ugly person. It's kind of engraved even through movies and not just in real life as such.
Correct.
Yes.
So I also feel little guilty or extremely guilty with respect to I have made a lot of judgments based on looks.
Yes, same. Yeah.
All my life. I'm not even, I don't want to deny that, where now when I think about it, I feel how immature of me or how dumb of me. Again, this is kind of a social norm where we are conditioned to that.
Yeah.
You are made to believe that, you have to look a certain way and you have to be a certain way and stuff like that. So for me, I have judged somebody who wasn't, I don't know. I don't know what parameters, what I judged or something. I did make a judgment based on the looks back then. Now, I feel so damn foolish of doing that. So I think that I kind of realized that I gave too much of privilege for somebody who is being pretty all my life, also at the same time complaining about it. I did complain that, somebody is pretty and they are taking a privilege out of it. But at the same time, I did make the same mistake of doing that to other people.
Correct.
Yes, I judge people. I did a lot of hasty decisions, or I think I did not do a lot of things good. I don't want to reveal a lot more details. Now I feel so much guilty of doing that. I realize that, I am also the problem. It's not just them. Whatever might be the reason why we have conditioned a certain way, like when we did that social experiment discussion, right? We kind of, and I get it why it comes sometimes, but I feel we have to somehow work towards getting better than that.
Yeah.
I think we shouldn't, I get the part where somebody is very good looking or pretty, there it's just not our some other senses also works there. So we feel like, we can, no, sorry, it came out disgusting. I felt we kind of feel, there could be some chance for us.
Yeah.
So that's where we always, for pretty people, we feel like, let me be softer so that maybe not just friend, there could be something more. So that's where I think we give that. But I think in general, when like the last example, like when we said that, somebody who not good looking makes a mistake, I think everybody should have a common base where we judge people for.
Yeah, that's true.
It's very easily said than actually doing it.
No, in fact, I think now when while thinking through also, right, I realized when it comes to dating apps especially, pretty privilege is really such a big deal there, because I know my non-negotiables, and I know that if someone doesn't fit into those, they are their minimum for me, I know it's not gonna work out in any way. But as soon as I look at a very pretty face, I'm like, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. That's when I meant with senses and all. People do not think anything disgusting there, but this is what I meant.
Yeah. Especially, actually, especially in dating apps, those pretty people are arrogant fucking assholes. And still, even when you know that, you give them a chance unnecessarily.
Correct.
So, yeah, I understand where you're coming from.
I think with the dates, it makes a lot more sense here.
Yes.
Where somebody with pretty face, we would actually take the barest of the barest minimum. Them messaging hi also would be like, oh my god, I got a hi.
That means I think somebody worth it.
Yes. Somebody who is not gold standard beauty or something, then we expect so much of effort.
Correct.
Like everything has to be perfect for us to even consider that. Yes. I think that this, like with dating, it comes like I also get the whole angle of sense of attraction and other things, but I think we give a lot of benefit of doubt to pretty people because we feel they are pretty, it's okay. I think the whole angle of it'll be a catch.
Yeah.
I think we kind of give that privilege to basically them.
Also, just want to say we also spoke about this in our, Can Guys and Girls Be Just Friends episode. If you're interested, please watch. Yeah.
Please. Do you think there is some disadvantage also of, or do you like with respect to pretty privilege?
Yes.
Do you think there could be some problem with respect to somebody being pretty? What could be those things actually?
I think one thing is if you're pretty, right? I feel like I'm not even I'm speaking from a person who doesn't think I'm very pretty or anything. I'm saying if I'm speaking to someone who's really like very good looking and stuff, I feel like we kind of try to think that they are giving us some signs, like how do I explain, like we don't they may just want to be your friends and you kind of are like, oh, they're talking to me means there's something, which is not very right from their perspective, right? They're trying to make friends. So that's one. For me,
I think one of the biggest disadvantage, again, we talked about, okay, we assume that they are the smartest, but I think that can also go backfire where they feel they are entitled or they just get it. So there are a lot of judgment. It's not backfiring to them, it's backfiring to us, sir. No, people also feel like I have somebody saying me, people think I'm just pretty, that's why I don't really work hard or I don't really deserve what I achieve. Okay, this is something which I think is there. Yes. So I feel sometimes people just assume that, I think he or she would have just shown their face and smiled, that's why they got. So this whole promotion angle, if you can see, I think that's also one of the biggest thing which they have to fight because irrespective, like I think it's just assume that they are pretty, they'll get it easy. Correct. That is true sometimes, but I think
not everywhere.
That should not also. I think ideally that the look should not be attached to a person's personality is what in general I feel.
Correct.
But I think that getting attached can have disadvantages. At the same time, it will have advantages and disadvantages also. I think growing up, I like we discussed on the interviews and stuff, you have a lot of advantages. You get picked first, and like you go to club and all. I think prettiest people actually are like, "Hey, come, you come," or something. So, and I think it happens so that like in general, when you go into buses or something, you get seats easily. These are the smallest things which I feel. Yes, I feel that's happening. But I think there again, it could be more with a girl being pretty versus a guy being pretty. But yes, this kind happens, but at the same time, there is also this notion like, oh, they are just pretty. I don't think so. It's like a pretty vase. It's empty inside kind of.
Yeah, this I have heard as well. Yeah. This is very sad. Correct.
So that's.
Yeah.
But as a non-pretty, Anakbaralla, we are very pretty.
Yeah.
But people who give privileges, what do you think should change? How do we change this? Can we change this? Can we really get past this, like other than the textbook way of saying, yes, we have to go through a society which accepts everybody. Beyond that nonsense, do we think this can go? Like, can we get rid of this initial judgment what we get just by the looks? Or are we justified with the stereotype?
It's okay. It's not easy to stop it, for sure. But I think once it's like, ಅದೇ ಕುಕ್ಕರ್ ಮುಟ್ಟಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಕೈ ಬರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ you learn from your mistakes, right? So I think till you like burn your hand once, you will not realize. But post that, I think you could also question, right? Like now we had, I think even in our offices we get those what do you say, trainings, right, to prevent bias. So I think it's more of a conscious thing which we should start questioning, but I don't know if it can exist like that. But I think at least with work, that's something we can do. I know with life it's always tough.
No, yeah, I think questioning should help. I think
Yes.
I think definitely the whole experimental questions, I think it will continue to be so. If somebody, but I feel we realizing and maybe questioning that, oh, why did we do like that?
Yeah, and put
Should
yourself
be
in
at
the other
least the
person's
bare
shoes
minimum.
before judging. I think that is something which will really help.
No, I haven't gotten so much of pretty privilege in my life, so I don't really know how to feel to be privileged because of my prettiness.
No,
I
think
don't
about
really
yourself
know.
as a very ugly person and think, how would you feel? I'm indirectly telling you that you're pretty, okay?
Yeah. I am very pretty. I when I walked in the room, everybody turned towards me to say, "Oh my God, what is
Yes.
Rajwal saying next?" I get
Yeah.
it. But yeah, I think I think this is a very big topic, and there could be
I don't think there is a right
discussions
answer
which we can
either.
have.
It's like a
Correct,
learning
correct.
curve forever. Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, I
Yes.
think I would like to give equal privileges to everybody. I think that's where I want
that should
to
be the goal. I
be
think
at
we
where
should have that proactive.
no, just don't cut privileges to people, because you can give privileges, but don't give it to a certain good looking people only. That's what we are trying to say. But yeah, that's I think
Yeah.
that's what thoughts I
Yeah,
had
we don't
with the
know.
particular
Yeah.
topic. Yeah.
Tell us your
We
experiences.
wanted to just crib about a few people who we have in the life, and then make it an episode basically. But
Yeah. So please tell us
Do tell
actually
us.
if you have already gotten some pretty privilege, or you have given a lot and you have burnt yourself through that, maybe. Yeah, any of the
Also,
scenarios.
if we have missed something major point,
Yeah,
you feel
correct.
which kind of comes with pretty privilege.
Correct.
Maybe, yeah, because we kind of go on the flow, so there is
Yes.
a possibility
Yeah, we
that
might have
we
missed.
miss a lot. Yeah, so basically, do tell us what you
Yes.
feel, and do tell us how do you find this episode, and in general, do tell us how are you finding our channel.
Yeah, please tell us at least topics. If you're not interested in the topics we are talking about, tell us the topics you would be interested in, and even want to
Yes, we
talk
would
with
like
us.
to talk on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll continue to keep
Yeah,
saying
we
this
do
in
it.
every episode.
Give us some privilege. Give us some privilege.
Yes.
We are going against the whole discussion what we did just half an hour. Please give us some privilege. Yeah.
Yeah.
Until
Until
next
next time. Bye.